Yo guys, how's it going? Chris Lopez here with BeastBrotherhood.com, and in today's execution plan we're going to be covering what's known as Peak Week. And Peak Week, if you're unfamiliar, is the 7 to 10 days before a bodybuilder or physique competitor or fitness competitor steps on the stage, where they deplete as much water as they can leading up to the competition, which is going to make them even look leaner than they actually are. Okay. The cool thing about Peak Week protocol is that you can use it for photo shoots if you have a magazine cover or something. If you have a bodybuilding competition, obviously, hopefully some of you guys are competitors, bodybuilding competitors, you guys can use this. And here's a cool one too. A lot of people who go to these strength training gyms or these garage gyms now, their gyms run transformation contests, right? So you can do this transformation contest at the very end of or for the last week of your contest before your final weigh-in. And the cool thing is that most people don't know how to do this. And it will give you a leg up, especially if you're already really, really lean. If you dropped a ton of weight, this will give you that little edge, and it'll allow you to get those skin calipers a little bit tighter than they would have been without doing this, okay? So this is the cool thing about Peak Week. Everyone can use it. You can use it in before and after pictures. It's a good way to promote yourself, put your before and after pictures on Facebook if you guys do that. All right, so little disclaimer. Obviously, we're talking about water manipulation. We're talking about semi-dehydration for a day or a couple days, pretty much a day. It's not gonna kill you, but if I'm not gonna say it's totally safe because I don't know your situation or if you're on any medication or what your training split is like or any of these things. So in a very broad sense, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be a fucking idiot and do this and then go for a 10-mile run the day you're depleted because you think it's going to shed more water or burn more body fat, okay? Don't be stupid. You're messing with water levels here, okay? It is safe to do for a day, but you have to understand you don't want to over dehydrate yourself, okay? So, that being said, if you are not already lean enough, this extra edge is not going to help you. And what do I mean by that? I'm basically saying if you're a guy and you're not in single digits, body fat percentage wise, this is a waste. And if you are a woman and you're not in the low to mid teens, body fat wise, then this is a waste, okay? So don't waste your time. If you're 15, 18% body fat, this is going to do jack shit for you, and it will be a waste of your time, and you will be miserable doing it, okay? So let me just preface that. So I'm not responsible if you do stupid things with this, and if you're still out of shape, then this is not gonna help you. All right, that being said, for those of you who are lean or planning to get lean, this is something that can give you the extra edge in your bodybuilding competition, photo shoot, or your transformation challenge. Let's get to how to do it. So what you're going to do is it's a 10-day cycle. Okay, you're going to start with 10 days. For the first 7 days, you are going to eat very, very low carb, minimal carbs. Okay, minimal carbs, step one. Okay, and I say minimal, I'm talking like under 50, probably under 30. Chances are, if you are already cutting weight, you're watching your carbs as it is, so it shouldn't be that big of a jump. Okay. Most of your carbs, by the way, too, should be consumed post-workout. All right, keep that in mind. Okay, number two, section number 2 here. Those first 7 days, you are going to be drinking 2 gallons of water per day. It sucks. It's a lot. Yes, you're going to have to piss a lot. That's just the way it is. You have to suck it up. Make sure you're close to a bathroom. Okay, if you want to make this work, you got to drink 2 gallons of water for the first 7 days. There's no way around it. That's the way it is, okay? Step 3, those first 7 days, you are loading up on salt. Salt load for 7 days, okay? Now, I'm not saying load salt to a sickening level, but obviously salt your food. Be a little generous with the salt, okay? You're going to be drinking a lot of water. It's going to be okay, all right? Now, after those first 7 days are over, actually, before we get to that, last thing, those first seven days of the 10-day split for this Peak Week, you are training high volume exercises. Okay, high volume sets, high volume reps, sets of 15, sets of 20. At this point, strength should not be a factor. You are trying to get every last bit of glycogen out of those muscles. Okay, you are trying to squeeze every last bit of glycogen out of those muscles, which is why the carbs are low, and which is why you're doing high volume workouts. Okay, a lot of isolation work, a lot of flies, a lot of presses, a lot of rows, push downs, curls, stuff that's really going to squeeze those muscles and squeeze all the juice out of them. Okay, yes, you might be weaker. Yes, your strength might go down. It probably actually will go down, but this is the price you pay. Okay, it will jump back, I promise. So that's the first 7 days. 2 gallons of water, carb load, high volume workouts. Okay. The next 2 days, okay, days 8 and 9, you are drinking 1 gallon of water. Okay, you're drinking 1 gallon of water for 2 days, days 8 and 9. No salt. You are stopping salt completely. Don't even put it in your food at all. No salt. Use Mrs. Dash or salt-free seasoning or whatever. No salt. This is a huge part of this, so don't screw this up. Okay, so 1 gallon of water, no salt, and you can maybe get away with training that first day, day 8. Otherwise, I would just leave it alone. Okay, don't even worry about it. Still carbs around 30, maybe even a little lower on these last couple days. Day 10, this is the day before your event. Okay, so if your event's on a Saturday, day 10 should be Friday. Okay, if you don't know how to do the math, just count backwards. All right, day 10 should be a Friday if your event's on a Saturday, or your photo shoot, or your weigh-in, or whatever you're shooting to do here. Okay, day 10, you are drinking a half a gallon of water, still no salt. Now here's the trick, okay? Starting at night, about 12 hours before, 8 hours before, you're going to slowly carb up. You're going to eat various sources of carbs with your half a gallon of water through the day, okay? Try and cut the water off at around 6 or 7 p.m. and then late at night you're going to carb up, okay? That means potatoes, it means rice, it means whatever, okay? As long as you're not drinking water, you will not spill over, okay? So as long as you are carving up and you cut your water off at like 7 p.m. and after that you carb up, you will not spill over, which means you will not hold water under your skin, okay? Which is it's a fear of a lot of people, okay? And the next morning, right before your event, your photo shoot, your weigh-in, pump up like crazy. Push-ups, pull-ups, rows, bench press, curls, push-downs. You'll be surprised how much your muscles expand in this period because you just fill them up with glycogen, fill them up with carbs. You cut all the water completely, so all the water that's left under your skin gets pulled into the muscles and the skin gets pulled tighter to the muscles, and that's how this works. Okay? So whatever water is left in your body, it pulls it into your muscles, pulls that skin nice and tight like saran wrap. But again, it only works, oh, we lost our light. It only works if you're super, super lean, so that's the key, okay? Don't screw this up. All right, guys, until next time, check out the toggles below for more information. I'll do write-ups on everything, this way you guys have it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Until the next execution plan, I will check you guys out later. Don't forget to review the toggles and ask your questions in our Facebook group, and I'll be more than happy to get to you guys ASAP. All right, guys, talk to you soon.